Hello students. So now we are in social studies class chapter 3 tanks and groundwater. In the last class we discussed how the tanks are useful for the people and how their lives are dependent on tanks. So now we are going to know how the groundwater is being used by the people and why it is necessary that we have to maintain the underground water level. Even we use the underground water. There are many bore wells. For each and every house we are using the underground water only. For all the purpose like drinking, washing, for taking bath. For every need we are using the bore well water. From where the water comes? From the underground. Actually, how the water goes into the underground if we are using it. Let us know how it happens. Now here, groundwater. You can observe whatever the rain falls on the earth. So we have studied in the last class how the water flowing on the earth in the form of rivers, the 3 stages of river, how it goes and mix into the sea. So we have studied about the stages of river. We also studied about how some part of the water runs like streams and goes and storage in the tanks and how the tank water is being used by the people. But beyond this, some part of the water which rains is percolated. What do you mean by the word percolation? Percolation is absorption. For example, you can take this sponge. So if I pour water on this, what will happen? The holes present in this will help the water to be absorbed by this sponge. So same thing happens with the soil also. What does the soil do? It will absorb. The top soil, it has the capacity to percolate. This means absorb. Percolation means absorb the water which falls on the ground. Wherever it falls, immediately it disappears. Have you ever seen when the rain falls, immediately the place gets wet and immediately it gets dry? Where does the water goes? It directly percolates into the top soil or in the top soil. So slowly, there are soft previous rocks. So when coming to the previous rocks, so we can say previous rocks are those which allows the waters to move into the ground. So there are small, you can see the arrangement where the water can be moved towards. Now in previous rocks, the rocks which doesn't allow the water to pass through it, it is known as impervious rocks. So, like this, the water is stored at the level of impervious rocks. So, from there, it doesn't allow the water to go down. So, here we can observe here is a well where the top soil is absorbing the water. The previous rocks are allowing it, and it is storing like this. You can see these gaps which you can observe where space is there where the water is collected and stored for a long period of time in this previous rocks. So small gaps, they store the water. So what will happen? The water which is stored in this previous rocks slowly move to the wells. Sometimes in the summer season when we fetch the water from the well, for example, this is the level of water. Have you ever experienced, once you talk with your parents, if they have experienced the well or visit any of the well near your house. So what will happen in the summer season if the level of the water is up to here and we fetch the water and the water level decreases. Suppose 5 to 6 families have fetched the water from the well. Then what will happen? The water is decreased, the level will decrease. You go and visit it after 1 or 2 hours. What will happen? It is again rejuvenated with the same amount of water. The well you can observe again. How does it happen? How does it actually happen? It happens with the soft previous rocks which just as I said they store the water in them. So slowly the water moves to the well and it again fills the gap which is removed from the well and it is again ready to fetch the water. So So this is how a well is used by the people. But nowadays the wells are disappearing. We are completely dependent upon the bore wells, where we are fetching countless amount of water from the bore wells. So this is what we have completed up to here. You can see rocks which have cracks or pores in them can contain water and called previous rocks. I have explained you this. If you want to see, you can see and underline this. What are previous rocks? Rocks which have cracks or pores in them and can contain water are called previous rocks. Now here in Telangana, there are some areas where such rocks like sandstone are found. Some rocks like granite, Kadapa limestone, etc. So these kind of stones are found in Telangana. Water cannot enter into them. Into what it cannot enter? In the limestone and the granite. These two are impervious rocks. So water cannot enter into them. Groundwater usually accumulate about such rocks. So the water doesn't allow to go inside in this. So you can see, since the water cannot go beneath them, these are called impervious rocks. Most of the rocks underlying the soil in Telangana are of this kind. So that is the reason we find beside the roads there are many shops which sell this granite stone and limestone which are used for the construction. A small portion of land in Telangana which is next to river has deep layers of sand, soil and pebbles. Water also accumulate in these layers. So this is how the water is collected in the underground. So let's go for one more example, that is water table or groundwater level. So as I told you, nowadays we are digging the bore well. The same situation happens with the bore well also. Let us take the examples of 4 wells. So here you can see the water level is measured in the form of 0 meters, 5 meters, 10 meters. So water is found up to these level. So now just tell me the difference between the 4 wells. Which well will become dry in the summer quickly? And which well will not become dry for a long period of time in the summer also? Do you think the 4 people who have digged the well are getting the same benefits, or there is any variation between the 4 wells? Look at the well in figure. You can see here. This is the water level in the wells after the rain. You can see that in all these wells, water is available at the depth of 5 meters. This means that if you were to dig a new well in the same region, you would stick water at the same depth. So if you are going to dig a well here, at what level you will get the water? At the 5 meters you will get the water. So here you can see. So this is what the difference even now we can observe in the society. Now rock and groundwater in Telangana. Rocks. What kinds of rocks are there? Here most of the rocks under the soil in Telangana consist of granites. Just now I told you granite stone is very widely found in the land of Telangana. However, the top portion of these rocks about 20 meters and broken, weathered, and they carry water. Sometimes even in the granite stones we can observe these gaps and where the water can be percolated in some cases. It is not that everywhere it doesn't. So you can observe here small gaps are found in even the granite stone which allows the water to stagnate. You can see that many of these rocks also have deep cracks going down to 50 to 100 meters depth. These cracks too contains water. normally with the ordinary wells that we dig. So now we can see in Telangana, wherever the wells are dig, a kind of a sound comes when the drilling takes place and a brown color powder comes out. So it is nothing but the granite powder. You have already experienced wherever you see the digging of borewell. The stone is being digged and beneath that water is found sometimes. And in some cases the water is not found. So what is the depth of borewell in our region? Is the same or it is different from every place? Yes, it is different in every place. Sometimes water is found at 100 meters at one depth, but for 150 also the water is not found for some distance in the same place. So you can observe these are the reasons why water is found in some places and not. So we will continue this in the next class with some more topics and see you in the next class. Thank you.